Good afternoon, greetings from Heindel Motorcycle Sales, Eaton, Ohio. Here we have a 2013 Camouflage Ural GearUp two-wheel drive. This one came in a couple months ago and we just finally got around to getting some service items done on it, getting it ready for sale, getting ready to start cleaning it up, but we thought we'd do a video as it came in before it has been cleaned up. We've done some service on it, getting her almost ready to go and be for sale here pretty soon. So I want to do a little bit of a walk around video on it. This unit does have a lot of options added. You'll see here we do have the black powertrain, we have the leg guards, mud guards added there on the frame. It also has the lights here on the front. Those are driving lights mounted down below on the fork tubes. Very nice feature there. Also has the factory fairing, color matched. That's a $449 option now. Leg guards are $69.95. Then the black powertrain runs you another $1,000. So of course on a pre-owned unit, you save all of those dollars. We're going to be looking at $99.95 on this one. That's what we'll be asking for it. Again, it is a 2013 model year. You see we still have the dealer plate on it. Just got back from riding it. Had to run some errands this afternoon, so we thought we'd take it for a spin. See the two-wheel drive shaft. This does have the FMF high pipe twin exhaust that has been added. We'll put up a little sound file that way you can hear what it sounds like. Pretty good tune to it, even when it's wound out going down the road. Sounds pretty good. See the entrenching tool mounted there on the sidecar. Of course, you do have the spare wheel with luggage rack on the trunk. And then the previous owner had done some accessorizing, got some different switches added there in the sidecar. We also have a 12-volt power outlet added. Again, we haven't cleaned this as of yet, so it's where you see some dirt and dust and whatnot here in some places on it. That's what that's from. It does have the ammo box mounted there on the front of the nose, on the nose of the sidecar. And this one has been ridden in the winter, so it does have some oxidation. You'll see some rust and whatnot starting to come through here on the paint, so it'll need to be touched up. But we'll get her cleaned up. Might do a mild repair job on some of those sections just to kind of touch it up, keep it from rusting anymore for you. It also has, you'll see mounted there on the nose, is a winch. And then we also have the driving lights mounted on the front bumper. Sidecar windscreen, spotlight. Good machine to start out with or to ride every day. And a gentleman that traded it in, he upgraded to a brand new 2020 unit that we had here on the floor. So he's still a Ural owner, been very happy with the product. We have lots of satisfied customers. We've been selling the Ural product since 2006. We're one of the older dealers, getting to be one of the older dealers in the United States. Been around them a long time. And of course we do all the maintenance and whatnot here, as well as any warranty repair on the new ones that may come up. And we'll do everything from minor maintenance to engine rebuild, transmission rebuilds, final drive rebuilds, any of that kind of stuff that may need to be done. And the other neat thing that this unit has that the previous owner added to it is a hand shift kit. Still retains the foot shifter, but you can also use your hand to shift. And you'll see that right here. And there's a shift linkage then that goes across the front of the engine. And it goes down and then hooks into the shifter right there. So you can shift it by hand. But you can also use your foot to shift. One of the other things we noticed when we were doing some test drive on it, making sure that whatever else we needed to take care of before it was ready for sale, was that the crash guard, engine guard there on the left side appears to be on upside down. Don't know why that is. That's the way it came to us. So we'll get it swapped around, turn it right side up. I'm not quite sure why they would have done that, but just one of those interesting things. Somebody may have had an oopsie that day they put that on there, so we'll get it fixed. Of course, if you don't like the high mount exhaust that's on it like that, you can upgrade to the stainless steel, the factory system. We keep those in stock, keep those on hand, so that's something that you could swap out to if you don't. If you really don't care for the high mount exhaust. It does make a little bit more noise. We'll go ahead and start it up here in a second. That way you can hear it run. It does have a pretty good tune to it. Of course, this being a 2013, it's the last year of the carburetors, so this machine is carbureted. And it comes with the tonneau cover, the tool kit, and the owner's manual as well. And we'll go ahead and start it up so you can hear it run. We did put a new drive donut in it. The drive donut, when I talk about a drive donut, is this unit right here. Put that new coupler in there. Just put it back together this morning. So. It does have a switch right here that controls the lights there on the front. Of course, there's also a switch inside the sidecar here. That should control our spotlight. And then we also have the driving lights down there that I turned on. Did put a brand new battery in it. The battery was probably the original and it was getting a little weak, so we went ahead and put a new battery in it. Of course, 2013 runs Brembo brake on the front, drum on the rear and on the sidecar. And this unit has 8,085 kilometers showing on the odometer. And of course, since this unit did come out of a northern climate, it has been ridden in the salt, so you do see the oxidation as I pan up there onto the fasteners. A little bit of rust growing there on the bottom of the sidecar, a little bit more over there on the sidecar fender. That's just the nature of the beast. When you run them in the salt, that's what you will experience. There's products that you can spray on them, fluid film, that sort of thing, that will help minimize the rust and oxidation. Keeps it from occurring as quickly. But unfortunately, the salt, calcium, beet juice, whatever else we use in these northern climates to keep the ice off the roads, does contribute to oxidation on the bikes. And we've had customers, comment that, oh my goodness, I have other motorcycles and they don't rust as quickly as what these do. Well, the last time I saw somebody in a full-dressed Harley out riding in the snow, it's been quite a while, and not just Harley Davidsons, but I don't see anybody on a sport bike out cruising around. I don't even see anybody on a Triumph when there's 6 inches of snow on the ground out riding. But I do see Ural owners out cruising around playing in the snow and riding back and forth to work. So if you were to ride your regular motorcycle in the snow and in the salt, you're going to experience oxidation just like you do with these. It's just the nature of the beast. But it's a lot of fun, so you have to perform your own cost-benefit analysis and go from there. See there, we do have that winch mounted on the front of the sidecar. Don't remember whether that's a Warren winch or what brand of winch. Looks like it says Badland Winches. It does work, it does function, but it is mounted to the front of the sidecar tub, so you wouldn't want to pull on anything too heavy with it. Could run some risk of doing some damage to the sidecar. So just keep that in mind. It was on there when the unit came in, so we will send it along with it. And I did make some notes on our test drive. I got to put a new turn signal bulb in it. The rear turn signal bulb is out, so we'll get that taken care of. And then we'll look like I had the electric vest plugged into the power outlet there in the sidecar, and there wasn't any juice coming out of it, so we'll get that taken care of as well. Probably a loose wire or a fuse or something. But we'll get those two minor issues taken care of. One of the nice things about when you buy a used unit or pre-owned unit from us is we do go through them ahead of time. So if there's any flaws or issues or anything like that that need to be taken care of, we take care of them for you before we offer them for sale. Minor issues, minor odds and ends, or wear items or that sort of thing that are getting ready to be need addressed, we'll point those out to you. This unit, the tires are in pretty good shape. It's got a almost new spare tire, new rear tire, and then the front tire may be the original. It's got some miles on it, so that'll need to be taken care of, replaced probably in a couple thousand or so kilometers. But you've got good rubber on the rear, and of course you got the spare wheel, good rubber on the sidecar as well. And you see by the mud stripe or the dirt stripe on the tires, yes, we did try out the two-wheel drive to make sure it worked. Took it out in the field, climbed up a hill with it. Does wonders. So we do try to make sure that we test them out from top to bottom to make sure that they're ready to go. Again, you'll observe that this unit hasn't been cleaned as of yet, so we still have to detail it out. It'll look a lot better once we have it detailed. And I did just notice that looks like the driving lights are hot all the time, so if the switch is on, the lights are on. It's not keyed. Those can be set up so that these are only can be turned on with the other switch when the key switch, ignition switch, is on. It keeps you from leaving them turned on and walking away from it. But those are set up so you can turn them on at any time, even when the motorcycle's not running or when the key switch is off. And again, you see their brand new battery. I just put that in, firepower. It comes from Western Power Sports. We've had good luck with those batteries. That's what we put in there. The way that this one runs out, I would say that the jets have been changed in the carburetors. I didn't tear the carburetor apart just to check, but I can usually tell by the way they start up, the way they run out. This one runs out very strong, so I would say that the jets have been changed. They come in with used to come in with very small jets. Of course, now they're fuel injected. The new ones are, but on the older ones, 2013 and prior, would have been carbureted with small jets to meet the emissions requirements. And a lot of guys would go ahead and enlarge the jets or put larger jets in them and shim the needles. And this one appears it has had that done. And you'll note where we had it apart. I haven't finished touching the paint up there where we took the clip off, but these are the new stainless steel style swing arm pivot bolts. The other ones, one of them was cross-threaded, or was boogered up when I took it out, so just went ahead and put new ones, new stainless steel bolts in there. So those are just like what you would see on the brand new units. And then let's see, what do we have here? A little storage box, I guess. Thought maybe that was a cup holder, but little box there. And then of course on the GearUp models, they used to all of them used to have the storage compartment in the tank. Called it the toolbox tank. It's about 1.5 inches deep. It's a great place to put registration paperwork or something like that. Of course, you would want to put that in a watertight unit because this isn't watertight. You see there it does have some dirt in it. Of course, we'll get that all cleaned up, but it gives you an idea of how deep that is. Finger width, finger height, hand. There you go. Don't have a tape measure with me, but 1.5 inches, 2 inches deep. Quarter turn key lock. Of course, you're going to be careful with the ball of keys that you don't scratch the paint. Nice thing about the camouflage is it's easy to touch up. Then we do have a full set of keys. We've got 2 ignition keys. We've got a couple trunk lock keys. We've also got a couple gas cap keys, and then we've got a couple of the toolbox tank keys there. This bulb's out right now. I have to replace that bulb. No big deal. Go ahead and get that taken care of. I'll confirm 12 volt coming out of the power outlet. And then we'll clean her all up and she'll be ready for sale. Again, Heindel Motorcycle Sales, Eaton, Ohio, 937-787-3686. You know how to find us on the web, HeindelEngineering.com. Send us an email, sales@HeindelEngineering.com, of course. And this unit is a 2013 Camouflage GearUp pre-owned, 8,500 kilometers, $99.95. Heindel Motorcycle Sales, Eaton, Ohio. Thanks for watching.